The morning sun spilled through the crystal-clear glass walls of the Wellington Corporate Plaza, turning every metal edge into a ribbon of gold. And in the middle of this towering, polished world walked a small 12-year-old girl named Alina Cross, clutching a worn brown envelope to her chest as if it were the last truth she had left. Her backpack straps were torn. Her shoes were dusted white from long miles of walking. Her breathing trembled not from weakness, but from determination. As she pushed open the heavy glass doors, dozens of employees in perfect suits paused, staring in confusion. But Alina didn't slow down. She had come to return something important, something she found on a park bench 3 days ago, something she didn't fully understand, but somehow she knew it mattered. What she wasn't ready for was the laughter waiting behind the polished office desk of one of the city's most powerful men. Inside the top floor office sat Victor Wellington, a billionaire investor whose face appeared in every business magazine. He looked up with a smile so stiff it seemed carved out of stone. Alina stepped closer and held out the envelope with both hands. It wasn't heavy, but it felt like it carried her entire world inside it. The papers inside, financial documents, sketches, personal notes, were far beyond her understanding. She only knew one thing: the man whose name was printed across them deserved to get them back. But Victor didn't even look at the envelope. He looked at her, then at his assistant, and then he began to laugh loud, sharp, echoing through the glass walls. His assistant joined him. Alina froze. Her heart pinched painfully, but she stood still. She explained where she found the envelope, how she searched for the office using her school's old computer, how she walked for more than an hour to return it. But every word made Victor laugh even harder. As if she were nothing more than a joke, for a moment, Alina regretted coming into this cold, glittering world. At all that she lived with her grandmother in a small apartment, where electricity flickered and dinners were more hope than reality. She studied by a cracked window. She used the same backpack for years. But she believed in goodness. She believed lost things should be returned. Just when Victor's laughter felt unbearable, the door opened. A frail elderly man walked inside, leaning on a wooden cane. His name was Edward Langston, a retired historical architect and volunteer for the city's heritage projects. His tired, intelligent eyes fell instantly upon the envelope in Alina's hands, and his entire face changed. Recognition, relief, panic, hope. He slowly approached her and asked one gentle question. Alina told him everything. Edward's hands trembled. That envelope didn't contain random papers. It held the only original designs he had created for a historical restoration project, work he feared he had lost forever when his bag opened on the park bench. Victor Wellington's smile vanished instantly. Edward turned to him not with anger, but with disappointment so sharp that even the billionaire flinched. He explained that Alina didn't just return papers. She returned months of work, a legacy project, something priceless. Victor's arrogance melted away. For the first time, he saw the bravery in the small girl standing before him. Edward thanked Alina softly, asking about her life, her school, her grandmother. And as she answered, he felt his heart tighten. He saw the strength she carried inside her small frame. He insisted on helping her not with money, but with opportunity. He offered to support her education, to mentor her in architecture someday, to stay in touch with her grandmother. Victor, ashamed of his earlier behavior, apologized sincerely, not just to Alina, but to Edward as well. Something shifted in the room. The coldness melted. Warmth returned. Victor personally walked Alina to the exit, an action that stunned every employee watching through. The glass hallways died outside. Sunlight washed over her like a blessing. Alina walked home with a strange new feeling blooming inside her. Hope that she had done the right thing. And sometimes The smallest act of honesty can change more than one life. Before she disappeared down the sidewalk, she looked back once at the giant tower. She didn't know it yet, but her single act of goodness had just started a chain of kindness that would spread far beyond anything she could imagine.